Hello and welcome to day 8 of the Kickstart Your Running in 21 Days project. I hope you enjoyed day 7 and congratulations again on completing your first week from this project. Today's activity is all about developing the mind of a champion. World famous life coach Tony Robbins has come up with a really great line to distinguish what makes up the mindset of a champion. He said, "Where your focus goes, energy flows." We have a whole host of amazing athletes that give us a glimpse of what a mind of a champion looks like. There are many examples of incredible champion athletes that can give us an indication in terms of what is the mind of a champion? What kind of mindset do champions have? While obviously they need physical ability and drive, then they also need a specific type of mindset that seems to work no matter what the sport or success rate is. It's just something that they have built in and learned to develop. Just as with physical training, then mastery with mental skills does not happen overnight. It's something that we need to work at. The first factor is repetition. And this means repeating, so a bit like intervals, but also we need to include some variety as well, because learning happens when we do include variety. If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, then we get to do a limited range of things very well, but variability and variety gives us a wider range of learning opportunities. And the second thing is reinforcement. So we need to be creative in terms of finding ways to help us feel good about the progress we're making with our mental skills and our mindset. Eliud Kipchoge is the current world marathon men's record holder, as well as the main athlete that was part of the Breaking 2 project. I've been following his progress with great interest. And it's been really interesting to read some of the information in terms of his physical training programs. And the one key interesting thing about that is that he's not doing anything spectacularly different from a lot of other athletes. But yet he's able to run significantly faster than a lot of other male marathon runners. And so you kind of ask the question, why is that possible? And one factor that has become clear is that Kipchoge has this incredible mental sharpness. He and his coach maintain that mental freshness is as equally as important, perhaps not more important, than the physical training that he goes through as well. It was once commented in conversation with UK elite athletes and multiple champion and world record holder Sebastian Coe that the most important piece in terms of your training regimen is not your physical stature ability, but it's the top 9 inches of your body. So in other words, it's what happens up here between your ears. In other words, it's the power of your mind. Kipchoge is also well known for the big smile that spreads across his face on a regular basis whenever he's racing. And studies have actually shown that running economy is improved by smiling while we're running. And I think this is a great example to follow. So for today's activity, then what I'd like you to do is to think of somebody who is a champion. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a champion in the real sense of like being a world record holder or an Olympic champion or something like that, but maybe being a champion in your eyes. So maybe somebody, an athlete that you look up to. And once you've thought of this person, then we're going to start and get ready to get relaxed now. So hold that thought and get yourself settled into either a sofa, a chair, maybe a space on the floor, or perhaps on your bed. And then once you're comfortable, then we'll start by taking 3 big deep breaths. And then just let your breathing return to normal. And at the same time, just allow your eyes to gently close. And then bring your focus, your attention to your breathing. And as usual, count each in-breath as 1, each out-breath as 1, count up to 10, and then start over again, and cycle through that 4 or 5 times. And just notice with each in-breath and with each out-breath how your body gets a little more relaxed each time. And then bring back the athlete into your imagination that you thought of earlier. So remember, this is somebody who is a champion in your eyes. Let them fill your imagination and really focus on this individual. And notice what it is they're wearing. What it is they're saying. Maybe what kind of vibe do they give off? How do they smell? And what are they doing? And also how they carry themselves. Yeah, so how do they look physically? So just focus in and remember every little detail that makes up this person. Now, you're going to use a really cool mental technique. You're going to run a mile in their shoes. So by stepping ourselves into somebody else's shoes, then we get to have a completely different perspective on life. And we can get an opportunity to actually experience life as we think they would experience it. So put yourself in your chosen person's shoes and then think of what it is that will be going through their mind while they're running. Think of what you have seen or heard from this person, and then just imagine the thought processes and thinking that must go through their head in order to arrive at these kind of things that they're saying, or this kind of behavior. So focus on the kind of things that they could be thinking about. And think about the reasons that you admire them. Just let your imagination run here. Remember, this is just in your mind. And so you can create every little detail and fill up every little piece that you need to in order to create an idea of what this person is thinking. And then notice how this varies from the way you would normally think, the way you would normally process your thinking. The idea here is that you can use this opportunity to learn from somebody who has honed their mental champion's mind. So you can use the opportunity to benefit from everything that they've learned, and you can use the same techniques, the same processes, the same way of thinking. And now the next step is for you to put your own running shoes back on. So having been in somebody else's shoes, then now's an opportunity for you to be yourself. However, what I'd like you to do here is for you to use the processes and the thinking that you found from your champion's mind. Use that in your own mind now. Now you become a champion. And once you've had a chance to do this, then just notice what a difference it makes to your running experience. And it will. Having noticed what a positive difference this makes, then decide now to implement this champion's mind, your champion's mind. Decide to implement this from now on. you too have a champion's mind. And then bring your attention back to the present. And just notice the weight of your body on the sofa or the chair or the floor or the bed underneath you. And then we're just going to take 3 big deep breaths again. And then whenever you're ready, just gently open your eyes again and take a stretch and bring yourself back into the room. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed that another mental skills tool, and you can use this in a variety of lots of different situations. So we encourage you to maybe try this not only for a champion's mind, but for other situations as well, where you really like to get to experience what being in somebody else's shoes is like. Make sure to make some notes from today's activity in your notebook or journal. And just want to say a big thank you to a friend and rapidly improving marathoner, Amanda. And thank you for the hat here. I didn't actually run New York Marathon, but thank you, Amanda, for going to New York, having an incredible race, and bringing me back a hat as well. Just want to finish up with a reminder from Tony Robbins. So where your focus goes, energy flows. Okay, keep up the focus and the good work. See you for day 9.